Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo,
Gang,
special
gang.
guest in the building.
Gang, yeah.
Luh Dino's here with me. What's up, bro?
What's up, my boy?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. Just chilling.
Normally we like shoot the freestyles after the interview, but today we shot the freestyle before the interview, and you bodied it.
Appreciate it.
Killed it.
Knock that shit up, man, real quick.
One take wonder.
Yeah.
And just so y'all know, it's going to be out tomorrow. So if you're watching this the day that the interview is out, make sure y'all come back tomorrow. Make sure y'all go watch that. And if it's out right now, go watch that after the interview.
For sure. Let's do it.
Well, I'm saying welcome to New York. Like, you don't be here all the time.
Yeah, nah, I be up here. I be chilling, man. I be kicking it for me, just vibing with the family and shit.
Like, you got a whole song in your album about New York. You got mad family in New York. Your family's in the building, too.
Yeah. Shout out to the bros, man. Hell yeah.
So you've been to New York a million times at this point.
Man, bro, I started coming to New York when I was like, I want to say like 10, 11, something like that. My pops, he moved to New York. He came to New York when he first came to America.
Okay.
Then went to Atlanta, moved around, and then ended up back in New York.
Okay.
So when he came back to New York, it was like, okay, he lived here. Then I got other cousins and aunties and shit. So that's when I started coming every summer. Like during school, I would come every summer break. And then when I started rapping, it was inevitable that I came to New York more.
Right, of course.
Yeah, it's like second home type shit. I got a key for my crib out here in Atlanta.
You got a crib out here?
I got a spot out here.
Get the fuck out.
My peoples, yeah. Me, my brother, my sister, my stepmom. We got a crib out here.
What's your favorite thing about coming to New York? What do you love about it? What do you love to do?
Shit.
When you come back, when you get to be out here?
The chopped cheese.
The chopped cheese?
Yeah, we don't got that in Atlanta. Like, that shit don't fire. I ain't gonna cap. If we had that in Atlanta, if somebody had like started their own little business with chopped cheese in Atlanta, that shit'd blow up.
It still wouldn't be the same though.
Nah, it wouldn't be the same.
Shit ain't the same.
It probably wouldn't have the feeling, but shit, chopped cheese, like that shit fire. I feel like anywhere that shit hard.
Yeah, they gonna sell in Atlanta for like $15.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But yeah, nah, it's really like the food. Well, I ain't gonna say the food, but like certain spots, family, like that really would make me like, like to come to New York more.
Right.
Cause like all my guys and stuff up here, like my partners, like my cousins and stuff like that. Like my cousins, like my homies. Feel me? We all around down in the same age, so we kick it. We interested in the same thing. We be hanging out. So it's like that, and then the music, then the studio. It's just like I just fuck with New York hard.
And so you fake grew up here too, kinda.
Man, bro, I ain't even fake. I did. I grew up in New York. Like,
in the summertime.
Yeah, because I'd be up here for like 2 months. Go back to Atlanta for a couple months. Go to school. Soon as school over, I come right back to New York. Spend some more time here. So it was like, I grew up in Atlanta and in New York.
When it comes to like your musical influence, you feel like a lot of it came from New York as well?
Not really.
Okay.
Like, not really. Like, I feel like the influence that I got from New York was probably like the dressing.
Okay, I definitely I see it. Obviously, you got some black Timbs on.
Yeah, the dressing for real. Like that's really what I got from here. Other than that, everything else from Atlanta. Cause it's like the reason I like the dressing, cause like growing up, bro, like I never noticed it, but people used to be like down south they dress country, and like it ain't like everybody, but like the majority, like the way they be putting stuff together sometimes don't be out of the way.
Define dressing country,
man. Like. They say dressing country be like, like having on like a red and orange jacket, with red and orange shoes with white jeans. Oh, they do, like
you lost me at the white jeans.
Yeah, like bro, Atlanta do stuff like that sometimes. But the reason Atlanta is because it's not what we put on, it's how we put it on. Like even if it look country, like we still go out and look decent. You feel me? Like they might say, "Oh, you ain't got no drip." Shit, this niggas out there got drip, but like it still look good on them. You feel me? It fit them. So like that's really all I got from New York was really like the style, like the drip, like the clothes type junk.
Yeah, you be shitting on everybody out in Atlanta.
Nah, I ain't gonna say shitting on them, cause like shit, you feel me?
I'm trying to let you talk your shit,
Atlanta
bro.
done picked up, man. Hell nah, I love Atlanta. Like they done picked up. Like now it done got to the point where like niggas in Atlanta they on that. You feel me?
Word.
See, back then like the only niggas that was having real like drip and stuff like that were like dope boys, rappers, but now it's got to the point where it's like regular young niggas is getting money. So now that we getting money, we got we buying drip, we buying Dior, buying LV, and then it's like I feel like New York kind of be getting a lot of the clothes first. Like people always come to New York to shop. Atlanta, we don't really got that many shopping places. Like we got like Lenox Mall and shit like that, but that shit played out. By the time a nigga go to Lenox Mall to cop some drip, it's already gone.
Might as well just cop some drip online.
Yeah,
at this
exactly.
point.
So it's like, yeah, New York, like that's the real only thing, the drip. The way I talk, nah.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I talk like I'm from Atlanta.
Yeah, you talk like you're from Atlanta.
But
Exactly.
I got like, like little certain words and shit I be picking up. You feel me?
Okay.
I done been here so much, it's kind of hard not to. But other than that, nah, I'm Atlanta all the way.
Is it true what they say about Atlanta? Like it's a small place, because I saw some like YouTube headlines of some other interviews you did where said that you knew Keed growing up and whatnot. Is it really like that small?
It's
in terms of like the music stuff too, because you know what I'm saying, like have like with your peers in the music industry and shit like that. Like did y'all really grow up like that? I just saw on a YouTube headline, that's why I thought I'd ask.
Like Atlanta, bro, it's not really that small for real.
Okay,
it ain't really that small, and like it's like really. They got different sections of Atlanta. So we got the east side, the west side, the north side, the south side. The west side and the south side is damn near like brothers and sisters, because it's like it's stretched in between. So it's like it's people that's from like MLK, Bankhead, but then there's people that's from like Old National, Union City, that whole 285, like we all family damn near. You feel me? So it's like it ain't that small. You feel me? And then you got folks on the east side. Some people from the east side fuck with the people from the west side. But then like east side so big that it's like the further you go on the east side, the further you are from the west side. So like that shit big, bro. It ain't that small. But like with the music culture, yeah, it's small. Because everybody know each other. Once niggas start making noise in Atlanta with the music, start doing stuff, then that's when we the type we pick up on each other like, oh bro, Buddy Hard, hey man, pull us to the studio. So it's like, we be at the same studios with each other. We record at the same studios and shit like that. So that's the only, like, that's it. You feel me? I wouldn't say Atlanta small for real, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Atlanta small.
But you do end up running into each other, like, music-wise.
Yeah, every time. Every time. You run into, like, bro, you'll find yourself recording at the same studio as any rapper in Atlanta, regardless on how big they is, just because, like, it's a lot of studios there, but, like, I would say, when you kind of like having some type of motion, y'all gonna end up in the same space, and that's just how it is. Like, and most of the time with the music shit, like with my side of town that I'm from, like it's a lot of artists that's coming up out of there, and we all knew each other before the rap. So when you start rapping, it's just like, oh, that's my partner. You feel me? Like let's just pick up with each other type shit.
Word. So with this new project you have out, Prayers Heal Pain,
right?
I love the project, right? Because I feel like the beginning of the project is very soulful. How it starts, and then we get into a little bit more of the turn up records midway through towards the end, which I really enjoyed.
That's a fact.
Why Prayers Heal Pain? Why was that like kind of the direction you wanted to take the project?
Really, like this whole year type shit, like the whole 2021, it was like a lot going on. Really 2020 and 2021. See, because, before the pandemic, it was like shit was going on, but it was like, it was never to the point where the whole country was kind of in the depression mode. Right. Once COVID hit, shit stopped. Shows stopped. Money slowed down for artists that was getting paid off of shows. So it was like, okay, damn, niggas is starting to struggle again. Niggas got to go back to square one on how to get money. Because, like, before the pandemic, it was so many ways. Like, and now it's like, okay, the only thing that's popping right now is internet and social media. Okay, now we got to figure out how we got to get this bread without going out. So it's like niggas like that, the pain, the struggle, losing people. I was losing people between them 2 years. Little miscellaneous shit was happening. Like friends getting killed, friends dying from overdosing. Then, people catching COVID, dying. Pop Smoke died. Kobe had died right before that. Like, it was just like shit like that. King Von got killed. It was just like pain.
Mo 3.
It was Mo 3. It was hella pain, bro. It was hella pain. And like me, I get over pain by praying. Like I'm religious, and like with my religion, like we pray 5 times a day. And it's it's multiple reasons.
And you mentioned your religion on the album too.
Yeah.
You
I'm
brought
Muslim.
it up a couple times.
I'm Muslim. Yeah, I'm Muslim. I follow Islam. But like we pray 5 times a day. It's multiple reasons on why we pray 5 times a day. But like one of the most reasons is like you go through shit. But when you go through shit, you don't want that shit to like overwhelm you to the point where you kill yourself or you hurt yourself. So you pray about it. Because anytime you pray, like it might not fix the problem immediately, but it make you feel good on the inside. You know, like, and it builds your conscience. It stop you from doing fuckery and bullshit and shit like that. So,
Word, exactly.
You feel me? So it's like that pray, hell, pain. Like I had to figure out something that defined me, and that's what defined me.
I fuck with that.
Hell yeah,
that's a good answer.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. That's it, bro. And I'm trying my hardest right now to keep pushing that shit out. Like, pray, hell, pain, pray, hell, pain. Like, I don't even care if somebody else pick up on it and run with it, because like I just want everybody to live by that. You feel me? Like, that's really like a way of living for real.
Right.
So
I love that. And you know, you're talking about praying and everything that we've been through. You know, something that you were sharing with me before the interview that I wanted to talk about in the interview was this moment where your mom and your aunt got COVID at the same time.
At the same time.
How did you get through that situation yourself? Because they're both okay now, correct?
Yeah, they both good now.
Good.
Yeah. They both good now, alhamdulillah. Really like, okay, so mom, first off, bro, people don't even know this. My mom, my aunt, my sister, my niece, and my uncle, they all had COVID at the exact same time.
Oh, all five people. Five people. That's nuts.
And I live with these folk. Like, I live with my sister. Like, me and my sister got a spot together. I live with my niece. And then, you know, my mom, my uncle, my auntie. Like, it was like the people that I was around the most, everybody was just getting sick as hell. And it was like, it was to the point where it's like they weren't getting just the COVID where it's like, oh, they just feel ill and they're going to be all right. My mom, my auntie, that shit hit them super hard. They both had pneumonia. My mama had double pneumonia. So while
and you
she
all
had COVID,
live together too,
bro. And we all like, me and my sister, we got the crib together. But my mom, she don't stay too far from my sister's crib, so she be over.
So y'all see each other all the time.
My
anyway,
auntie
right?
and my uncle, they come over all the time. You feel me? Like, my family close as hell, so we all be with each other. So it was like when that happened, it like, damn, everybody got this shit. Everybody tested, and it felt like I was the only person that didn't have it. Because even though I got a niece and another nephew, they kids, like, they small. So, like, I was the only person, like, that was really moving around and shit like that didn't have it. So that shit was scary, bro. And then, like, mom's aunt, they in the hospital at the same time.
And it's like pre-vaccine too, right?
Bro, what? Like, no, nobody was vaccinated.
Right.
Nobody was vaccinated. This was like right when, like, people started really getting vaccinated.
Right, oh, okay.
Like, this is when
it first started coming out, rolling out.
Yeah, when it like picked up type shit. And like, they was just sick as hell. And like, at first I didn't know they was that sick, because I'm like, oh, they got COVID. My sister had already had COVID. This was her second time getting it. So my sister had, man, that shit hell. Like, she had it, got over it, she was good. And even when she had it, like, you know, she young, so I'm like, you know, she
sounds back quick.
Yeah, she was maneuvering through that shit, so I thought it was all right. I'm like, man, they got COVID, it's great. But then when they got in the hospital, and it got to the point where, like, the doctors was like,
nervous.
Hey, look, yeah, like, they was nervous. My mom and my aunt couldn't talk, couldn't, like, you could look in, like I remember, like, I was FaceTiming my mom, like, throughout the days, and, like, you could look at her, and it just didn't look good. It was just a scary sight. So, like, damn, bro, this COVID shit, my dudes, they kept saying, like, oh, it ain't guaranteed that neither one of them will make it. It's like, they twins, so that shit just was.
Oh, they're twins too.
They
okay,
twins, bro.
That made it even more weirder, like, of a situation too.
Weird, bro. This is my first time even talking about this shit too.
Wow.
Cause like, I've been really enclosed about it, but like, now that it's over with, they good. They finally I can talk about it now. That shit was weird. Twin sisters born on the same day. They get sick at the same time. And then they in the hospital at the same time. When one get worse, the other one get worse. So it was like, we dealing with two people that's sick as hell. That's, you know, they telling us that they ain't gonna be all right. That they might can go left. Like, damn, that shit was hell.
Well, bless that.
They good now.
They good now.
Man, bro, no cap, bro. Thank God. Like, everything all right now. And I think that's what really made me go hard. Like, with the project, that's what made me, like, go super hard. Because I wasn't even finna drop the project then. But when my auntie started getting a little bit better, me and her started talking. It was like, man, you done came through a miracle. Like, you know, a miracle really just happened. You wasn't, you know, they were trying to say you weren't supposed to be here. So now you still here, man. We got to go hard. Let's go up. So,
we got to make sure that this project is everything that the people need it to be.
Everything.
And I like that. And, you know, kind of going back to the music side of it, like, you know, I had Toosii on the show a month ago. Toosii hopped on the project. Toosii did the damn thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to ask how that connection came about.
Well, me and bro was on. We met on HBCU tour.
Oh,
in
no
2020,
way.
right before, like, maybe like this shit. I was on tour.
It's gotta be like right before everything went left, right? With the pandemic.
Everything went left, because I was on tour I got off the tour and I was finna go on another tour, and a week later it happened.
Wow.
So boom, we met on the tour, got cool, built the relationship, and then throughout the whole pandemic, that's when he was going up. Like his rise was, it was his turn. His rise would start going up. He had just signed the Capitol, and then I want to say maybe like a couple months later down the line, I can't remember if it was August or September, our managers end up chopping it up. Like, man, these two need to work. You feel me? Because at the time, like, we'd been following each other and shit, cool with each other. Like, shit, y'all need to work. So we made a song, and the record was just super hard.
Nice.
And, like, that record was made last year.
Oh, so it's a little, so yeah, it's not very old, but it's older.
Yeah, it's older. Yeah, it's older, like, than a lot of the songs on the project.
Really?
You feel me? Yeah, we just sat on it, got it cleared and shit like that, you feel me? And we're just trying to plan out when we wanted to drop it and make sure the time was right. And we dropped that shit, and that shit did a thing.
Word.
Shout out to Toosii, bro. Like, bro, he a good guy, bro. His team, you feel me? Like, I fought with them.
And even like when you look at the project, like I feel like you had something there for everybody. Because like I mentioned, you started it off and it was very like it felt, you had the
pain in that shit.
Yeah, you had the pain. You even had like the choir at the beginning, which I really enjoyed. And then like you get like midway, you get to like Lil Dottie, which I know is going up right now. Congratulations! I think it's like
bro.
What, top 30 on
Urban Radio.
On Urban Radio. So congratulations on that.
Thank you,
and then
bro.
even like the New York record, and you had some samples in there, which I really enjoyed too. Like I thought that was fire, and I feel like you kind of handled all that
facts,
very well.
Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, that project was like my most anticipated project, and it was like my most hands-on project. Like that project, I really orchestrated that for real. Cause like I was supposed to drop that project. I was supposed to drop that shit like a year ago. I had said I'm gonna drop a project, but then I changed the name in January to Parade Hills Pain from something else, and then it was like, okay, I'm finna drop. I set out a date. I started making more music that was harder than the music that was already made. So like, fuck, I gotta keep pushing it back because I want to make sure that when I drop it, it's
right.
It's right. And then like at the time I was gonna drop it originally, I wasn't as big as I am now. So we like, all right, we're gonna make sure we get them hotter and shit. You feel me? So I got hotter, and that's when I dropped it. And like I put that shit together from top to bottom, like how I wanted it to be. What message I was trying to send out, and just rock out type shit.
Nah, I love it. And like Nights in New York, so like was that written and that done out here, or like how it's I gotta ask about that one, you know what I'm saying? Bro, since we're here.
So I when I made that song, I was in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
You
so you weren't in New York.
No, I wasn't in New York. But I done been in New York so much that like I could visualize it without even being here. So I'm saying? So it was like I was in Atlanta. And goddamn, I was in the studio with the guys, and I don't write none of my music. I punch in everything.
Oh, you're a freestyler. You're a freestyle rapper. Okay.
Punch in, however you want to call it. You feel me? So we was in Atlanta with the guys, and like I was like, damn, I got to do something to where I'm gravitating towards my New York fans, cause I got like a little fan base out here too. You feel me? Like the African community, they really fuck with me. Like like I'm kind of putting on for them. So it was like, I gotta goddamn do something for them, but still have Atlanta fucking with it too. So I didn't go all the way New York. I just chose the beat. Like, okay, if I do it like this and I give out a nice message, everybody gonna fuck with it. So that's what happened. You feel me? And
everybody fucked with it.
Yeah, everybody ended up fucking with it. That's one of the songs on the project that's doing well too. It's that and The Story of a Lost Soul. Like them two songs are like really rising, doing what they're supposed to do for real.
Were those the two songs that you thought would be the ones to do well like that?
Nights in New York, I made that. Bro, this shit is crazy. I made that song probably like 3 weeks before I dropped the project.
Wow.
That was the very last song I had made, and I was already finna drop the project. I had set the date for September the 14th. I made Nights in New York September the 3rd, and then we like, okay, damn, we got to push this shit back, because I wasn't even going to put that on there. But then that's when everybody was hearing, like my peers and shit, people around me, they like, nah, bro, this shit hard as fuck. You got to drop this. So like, all right, bet, push the project back. Let's put that on there. And that shit ended up doing what it was supposed to do. I knew that shit was going to do something, though. Story of a Lost Soul, I had that song for a little minute. I didn't think it was going to go up, but I knew that it was going to have some,
some type of impact.
Yeah, I knew it was going to have some type of impact, too. But all them songs on there, bro, I didn't know what was going to do. I'm just putting this shit out for real.
I love that. And I also understand that your name, like your artist name, has like an interesting meaning too, right?
Yeah, facts. Yeah, my artist name is Luh Dino. You feel me? Dino, that comes from my government name. My government. People, they be like, I remember growing up, I wasn't telling people my government. I was like, I don't, you know, a nigga wasn't really embracing that shit. But like, my government name is Shamsuddin. In Arabic, that means son of the religion. And like, growing up, my stepdad, my mom, ex-husband, he was calling me Shamsuddino, like just playing, you know, as a kid, he was calling me that shit.
Playing around with the name.
Yeah, Shamsuddino. So growing up, they took the Shamsud off, and my mom would just sometimes be like, Dino, like if she like playing around or something like that. And then when I started rapping, I was like, shit, I ain't finna put my government name out there. What's the nickname? And then my manager was like, but shit, your mama call you Dino. Shit, let it be that. Like, that shit hard. So I was like, fuck it, Dino. And then, you know, the little part, that shit easy. That shit unexplainable. I'm from Atlanta.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm from Atlanta. And we don't say Lil. We don't say my little cousin, my little brother. We like that, my little brother. So Luh Dino, you feel me? I was trying to put all that shit together type shit.
I love that. And you also tell me that we got something going on with Nike soon too.
Yeah, bro. I just had a photo shoot with them, with Nike.
Congratulations, that's fire.
Appreciate it. I just had a photo shoot with them. I just had a photo shoot with DTLR. I just had a photo shoot with Dreamland. I had a lot of photo shoots lately. I think I'm finna get into the modeling shit.
You gonna start modeling now?
I think so, bro. I think so. I ain't even tell people that either. Like, this interview, like, I ain't gonna lie, my people's like, they gonna really tune in when they hear this shit. Cause the interviews I've been having, I haven't been talking about this shit. But I think I'm gonna get into the modeling. Like, that's like one of the things I ended up doing the modeling, probably like starting like doing endorsement deals and shit like that.
That's fire.
For
like
sure,
with DTLR, right?
With DTLR, yeah. Shout out DTLR.
Shout out DTLR.
Hard. They super hard. They're my family for real. I
Word.
love DTLR.
So we got some Nike stuff, some more stuff with them. We got the project out now.
Everything.
Our freestyle on the way tomorrow.
No cap.
What else can the people expect from you in 2022? What else do they got to be on the lookout for? What else going on?
2022, man. Look, y'all just, you know, new projects, new hits. I'm in another gear now. So it's, man, shit getting real. More professional pictures, more professional videos, more upgraded music, more upgraded projects. Y'all be expecting all that shit. Really, I want y'all to expect, damn, I'm not even gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it.
Expect greatness.
Greatness. I'm gonna just say greatness. Cause I was gonna say the new project name, but I ain't even gonna say it. Just be expecting some new heat.
And it's on the way.
It's on the way.
Sooner than they think.
Man, sooner than they think, man.
Well, look, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for sharing your story and you know, giving me all these other great, you know, things that you haven't spoken about yet. You know,
for sure.
It's been a pleasure speaking to you. I'm really excited for the people to see the freestyle.
Nah, that's a fact.
I'm excited to see the modeling stuff that's going to be fire.
Gang.
Anything else that they got to know, let them know. This camera right here where they can follow you at, all that good stuff.
Okay, so cool. My name is Luh Dino, Luhdino. Man, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, Luhdino. Follow me on Twitter, Luhdino with a 1. And follow me on TikTok at Real Luh Dino. We're going crazy. Let's go. Pray your pain.
Yep, exactly. You heard him. Make sure you go run up the streams. Go follow him.
Man.
Till next time, Luh Dino on the radar, my brother.
My boy.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, gang.